All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second semifinal series. Nitro getting knocked out 2-0 last series.
Rip.
He put an effort in. He got his ass kicked second game.
New biggest mouse of the day.
Man, every time, as soon as we start, whoa, $50 from Icilio21. Thank you. LAGTV thanks you. He said, thanks for the content. Always fun to watch.
Well, hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go. Let's just
give her.
Yeah.
Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of getting a dope new arcade cabinet.
Damn! Bam! I am getting a custom arcade machine to my place. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to explain it to you because I'm going to have a video out. And
No.
It's just going to blow your fucking minds. And my stream is going to go on a host, mother. So just get ready for some classics.
It's gonna be something. Up here in the top, ever so slightly off middle-ish of Lost Temple.
I had to play it.
Yes, Lost Temple.
I'm the master of ceremonies. When I want Lost Temple, I take Lost Temple.
We have Kaiser, and in the right position here we have Techno Goose.
Yes, sir.
He's TVZ, Mr. Black.
I gotta say, I'm kind of rooting for Techno Goose just because of the name.
The name is pretty good.
Yeah.
And not, it's not just because it's a sick LAGTV reference.
It is a pretty sick one.
Mr. Black.
Yes, sir.
What are these gentlemen gonna have to do?
Kaiser got Dragon's Breast Reduction.
Okay.
Which is the opposite of Dragon Cleavage.
So the dragon was having some upper back problems.
Yep.
And needed to get those bad boys knocked down a notch.
You had to do it.
Otherwise, get that terrible posture, that arched back, just not looking good on anybody.
You know the girl from Modern Family, the youngest chick?
Yeah, she's got huge
She had huge
tits.
tits. She just had breast reduction.
Yeah, because your back gets fucked up.
She had like
H's or some shit?
Yeah, it was like way up there. Anyway,
Yep.
and apparently like when she did the show, they had to like push them down, and it was like extremely painful.
Well, of course, because she's supposed to be playing somebody who's like what, like 14 years old or something.
Yeah, I have no idea, but anyway.
Or 16.
So basically, the build is no queens allowed. Anything else goes. And here comes a fast
pool.
You almost have to cheese in some way.
Yeah.
And then over here, Techno Goose got Halls of
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Yes, it's the whole Viking bit where you go when you die.
Yes. Defend with anything. Player can only attack with Vikings.
All right. Well, right now he's going to defend with SCVs because he just got fast pooled. And the fast pool has not done too much so far. He's going to not lead with that SCV, though, because he's going to lose one unnecessarily.
Right now, he's losing a whole lot of minerals darting around here. He only really needs to have, like, 6 SCVs off the line. And oh, that sucks.
Yeah, rip SCV.
That sucks. So, both of these builds, I did not touch. Both of these builds, I legitimately copied and pasted. And they were highly voted up. That's why I didn't mess with them.
Yes.
And I thought the Dragon Reduction was a very clever one indeed.
I liked it.
And then the Viking only can be we haven't done it yet, and you can also use it for attacking air and ground. So there can be a lot of strategy that can come with that. You can do hit squads of Vikings all over the place. But right now, damn dude, having no queen. And he's putting in some work because of it. It's exactly what he needs to do because later on in the game, he's going to be at a disadvantage. Terran has the mules. He doesn't have the queen. He needs macro hatches. He needs to be very, very calculated with every unit he has.
As soon as this bunker goes up, and even before that, I mean, this Marine can just kind of, walk backwards. This whole Ling thing is not going to continue to work.
Nope. Oh, he's doing some damage here.
There it is.
And just like that, we have 7 workers killed. So that did significant damage.
He's done damage.
Yeah, that did.
He's done damage enough to get him at least he can get Ling speed. That's done. He's going to get his expansion as well. So he's ever so, if that's even close to being done, which it is. They're about even.
Yeah,
honestly, they're about even.
Yeah, I mean, 17 drones to 15 SCVs. He almost didn't do enough damage, but he definitely slowed down the natural from going down. He had no choice but to do a bit of a rush. He now has metabolic boost. He's getting a Baneling's Nest. This is gonna be tough for him. He does take a ninja expand here on the far left side. So if this can go undetected, that would be a pretty big bonus for him. But the simple fact of having no queens is pretty rough.
Yeah, it's, I was honestly a little scared for Techno Goose there for a moment because I thought, oh no, please tell me this Spat Fool is not about to clean this game up in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
That would have been something terrible. He does have his next bunker down. He's not going to put up with any more of this nonsense.
Nope.
And as soon as Kaiser sees that secondary bunker, I'm sure he's going to also stop with this constant Ling harass if he even decides to go in or just hold on to that tower. Even with some Banelings, this is starting to get to be a bit of a dangerous idea.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you gotta think. You gotta think long term. My penis is so hard right now.
I mean, mine too, but I'm not telling everybody about it.
Great. The thing that we have to take note of, okay? You might go, damn, he's got no queens, this is an auto loss. Not necessarily. This guy can only attack aggressively with Vikings. That's it. He can defend with anything, but he can only move out and attack with Vikings. So, really, if the Zerg wanted to, he could expand as many times as he wants. He can put up a bunch of Spore Crawlers, and he can do this slow and methodically. That's not the case here. He wants to just go in and deal some serious damage. The bunker is up. He has to get those Banelings to smack that bunker right off the bat. It's just gonna have to happen. And look, he's walling off even more here. He needs to be not indecisive. He needs to just go. Because the longer he waits, the more walls are up, and the worse it's going to be for him.
This is already a lot of walls.
And now you've got Marines in behind you.
It's going to be very difficult for him, and he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it, but the Lings have blocked off, and he's now lost a couple to a Marauder. The Ling still hasn't finally get in, but he's already lost several, and so he's basically done nothing.
Well, he will kill pretty much every SCV here. So, I mean, that's a fair amount of damage. All the mules gone, SCVs are gone. Killed all of his Marines except for the ones that are now in behind here, which is very nice play. And wow, he is not going to give up.
No, he's not going to stop. I mean, mules are going to basically bring Techno Goose right back into it. He lost a couple of SCVs. My concern for Kaiser is
there it is. There's the full wall.
Yeah, this is the full wall now, right? That's what he was building all those for. My concern for Kaiser is since he's now, put even more into these Banelings and stuff, he's overextending.
Is that a gap?
I mean, it is. Whether or not people can get through it, though, I mean, this is the world of Starcraft.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know. I mean, honest to God, there could be a gap 5 miles long, but in Starcraft sometimes, it's just nope.
You're not going through.
You're not going through there. You see that flower? That flower's stopping you from walking through there right now.
That one right there.
That one right there.
We'll stop at Thor.
None shall pass.
That's it.
It will remain. So Kaiser's going to go in, find out that this is going to be pretty frivolous, and he's going to have to go back and think about it another day.
There are the starports. They're now going up. The minerals are starting to flow in here. The income is 1,200 to 900 simply because of mules. This is all he's got, though. Once these mules are out of commission, that mineral income is going to drop drastically. And now we are going on 4 bases for Zerg, and although he doesn't have queens, his income is pretty damn good. He's got his Roach Warren going. He's sitting out front with a bunch of units. They're pretty much useless out here because this guy really can't move out with anything. He can defend. He can move out. Say if he wanted to get this goal, of course he can move out here and start attacking to expand again. But any and all aggressive attacks have to be done with purely Vikings. And we'll see how long it's going to take Kaiser to scout and see this. Not a single Overlord, to my knowledge, has gone over here. No.
He knows nothing.
So, I mean, if he were to just go and scout at the very least, he would see what's happening. You're in a MaximusBlack Says tournament. You've got to be thinking that my opponent is doing something fucky. I need to prepare for it in some way, shape, or form. What happens if it was an all-air build and all you've got is Ling and Banelings in your base?
In a MaximusBlack or Novawar Says tournament, you cannot pull the Jon Snow card.
No.
You can't know nothing. You have to know as much as possible. Because the moment even if you don't know what the build is, you need to know some sort of resemblance of what could possibly happen.
These Overlords are about to be fucking salty.
Yeah.
And his supply is going to go down.
It's going to tank.
Oh, that you can get through there! Oh, no! Oh, fuck me right in the vagina hole! Oh, there it goes.
Wow.
one mistake that I talked about just caused him the game, I think.
Not enough of a... You gotta close that gap up.
Wow, that could have just cost him the game right there.
It's entirely possible. He's gonna have you fucking space cadet.
Wow, and talking shit at the same time.
I mean, he's got the Vikings going, and he's gonna get rid of the supply. If he can hold this, which I think he has, because he's retreating.
Why did he retreat?
Because he couldn't get past the wall.
Yes, you can. You have a bunch of Banelings, don't you?
No, he hit like
He's got three of them sitting right there. These aren't even fully built. The SCVs that are building them have like no help.
Yeah, he had 4 Vikings. They would.
He could have turned them more into Banelings. He could have just went up there and just smashed that wall. He's 750. What is he gonna do with Lings? They're just gonna lift off. There's no way. He needs to commit to that.
Rip. Well, now he's got. He's gonna have not yet, but he is very likely to soon have a supply problem.
Now he loses. He should have committed on this. They were unfinished. They were not. If he would have got in this base, it would have been.
I still don't think it would have happened. Because he had 4 Vikings and he had 3 Banelings. I don't think, even if he got rid of those, there was not.
Well, his base would have been wrecked. His SCV line would have been shreked. I mean, he had a lot of lanes before he just threw them to that Baneling, to those Vikings. He had a lot of lanes, dude. If he would have busted in there, it would have been a significant amount of damage.
Well, at the moment, Kaiser's supply count is looking an awful lot like that student with freaking photographic memories sitting in grade 4 math class. Got that test back to take home to mom, and he got a 35 out of 24. Oh. And the students don't even know where the shit the other points came from. Oh, no, now he's back down. It's alright. And the bases are going to start to get picked away, and really, there's not much Kaiser can do because he's not going to be able to keep building units.
Here's his problem. He didn't scout. If he would have scouted, put up the spores, you know, go Hydra, win game. He had done so much damage at the natural.
Because really, in this case, he got kind of lucky because the Terran had to get to Starport to even get to these Vikings.
Yep.
And so he had you know, the Queens slow you down in the first bit a little bit, but the moment you start to build up your hatchery count,
correct,
it's pretty much mute. It's whatever. It's a moot point. It becomes just play the game normally. And there's no way you're going to get rid of these, but you're not going to do a lot.
This is what he should have done the first time. What the fuck, dude? Go to the middle of that place.
He wants all of this gone, apparently. The SCVs mean nothing.
Well, he can't really base race because
there's a lot of Vikings.
Terran can just go ahead and lift off. If he builds any type of area, these Vikings are just gonna melt him.
There's not a lot of universes in which 2 Zerglings, 1 Zergling, no, 0 Zerglings. There's not a lot of universe in which 6 drones take on 22 Vikings.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much Ripperino and Techno Goose.
Techno Goose
puts in that first mark on his scoreboard.
That one gap had me tripping balls, bro. That was like a GG scenario, and he still somehow managed to hold out and just get those Vikings out, and not a single scout was given this day.
No.
0.
Not one. Not even close to a scout. GG, well played. There it is. Kaiser drops it, and Techno Goose gets that first feather in his cap. Moving on to game 2 after this, but before we do, can I just remind you that saving money is hip and cool, and it's what all the cool kids are currently doing. And you can save money by heading over to LootCrate and picking up that subscription with 10% off.
10, not 3,
not 3, 5, not 5, 10.
10.
That's a large sum of money to be saved. It's actually not, but it's still 10%.
10%
that you can save with that promo code BOUS. Also, we have other sponsors, believe it or not. We have multiple, yes, because there are crazy enough people to sponsor our tournaments. We have G2A.com, where you can get pretty much any game you could possibly imagine for the low, low price of basically free. And if free isn't good enough, you can get an extra 3% off with that promo code BOUS.
Yep.
Coincidentally,
we
also have a promo code BOUS for JORD Wood Watches. Woodwatches.com.
Yep. Go and sign up. Let me see here. JORD Wood Watches. What is the direct link? Anyway, I'll show you. Actually,
there's a giveaway.
Let me go ahead and just show the world what we got going on right now.
There's a giveaway that's going to be coming up here, and you need to enter your name.
So what you guys are probably asking, you're going, what is all this giveaway stuff? There is a direct link. Let me see. Right there. Okay. So underneath the stream, you'll see a link, and it will take you to this site right here. And all you need to do to enter for a $150 giveaway via YouTube or Twitch is put your first name here. If you don't want to put your first name, you can put your Twitch username or your YouTube username. Just make sure that your email address is correct so they can contact you if and when you win. And you can just pick whichever watch series that you like. You'll be given a $150 gift card, and then you can just go and check out the watches that you like. They range anywhere from $300 on the high end, all the way down to $120. So some really good deals. They got watches for men and women, so go check them out. And also G2A.com. Here it is. This is what you see when you go check out their site and look at the weekly sales. They always have it right here. You can click on that and then just go and check out the amount of just savings. There's so much savings on here that you could literally buy a brand new car if you were to buy all kinds of games. That's how much money you'd save.
What do you mean? What do you mean? They give you a car for one of these games. We've already gone over this.
Okay, sorry.
And for those who are asking which version of the Civic, the same one that all the guys on the road are trying to race all the other cars in. You get a Honda Civic
SI. Ooh, fancy. You fancy, huh? All the 200 horsepower.
That 205 or 215 horsepower.
Yeah, that VTEC engine. Let's go. All right, so yeah, so I guess that's that. We're gonna move on to the second game. We're getting all the shameless advertising done after the game, just so, you know, unless of course it's really lame at the start, then we'll plug. But you know,
we're probably gonna plug regardless.
Oh, we just plug.
We just plug all the time.
We just plug all the time. We'll see you guys in a minute. Fuck.